Today I want to show you how to create a Hockney image. I've got a bunch of images I took pictures of myself of an inanimate object just to get us started. Hopefully you took some images yourself, but if not, you can use these images and I'll show you where to get them. But that being said, here they all are. There's 8 of them total in my case. There might be more for you. The quickest way to download them so you can access them is if you click on the very first image, hold down the Shift key. They're all selected now, and now you click on the little 3 dots right there and download. And what's going to happen is it'll zip your files, and when it's all done zipping them, you'll see a little folder that looks like this pop up in the bottom. Double click on it, and what'll happen is it'll unzip your files. For this, so this was the zip file, and this was the unzip file. So if I click on that, there they all are. So here's the trick. If I go back to Photoshop, I know this happens to be a very long image, so when I do this, because it's a fantastic file new, I'm going to make it 11 by 14. Now for you, this might be 14 by 11. Obviously in my case I want it to be longer than I want it wider. 200 ppi, RGB color, transparent background. Okay, and there it is. And so I'm going to zoom out and window, arrange, float all in windows so you can see that. There we are. And I want to just go ahead and start placing all these images. So let me show you the quick and easy way to do that. In my downloads folder, I'm just going to go ahead and again click on the first one, click on the last one. So I have them all selected, drag them over. And it says that there'll be 8 images that'll be dragged over. And this happens. And the first one looks like this. And shoot, you can't see this on the screen. Let's see, arrange. Let's see if I can show you this way. There's a little checkbox, and unfortunately you can't see it, but there's a checkbox on mine. Another way is you could just click here and say place a file and hit place. It'll go to the next one. So either find the checkbox, it's in the top up here, but I can't show you mine right now because it's over on the side, or hit this, but the checkbox is easier. So I'm just going to keep checking these because you don't have to hit the place. And as I'm going, I'm noticing that my layers are showing up like that. There we go. And I'm done. So once I have that done, see how all of them have this little symbol around them like that? That means it's a smart object, which just to keep things simpler, essentially just means you can't do as much with it just yet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Layer, Rasterize, All Layers, and the Smart Object option will go away. I want to resize all these so that I can fit them all together. So I'm going to click on the first layer, hold down the Shift key, grab the last one so they're all selected, and go to Edit, Transform, Scale. And now I've got a bounding box around that, so if I go ahead and hit the Shift key, that's important, hold down your Shift key and move them. If I don't hold the Shift key down and I do this, I'm going to warp my images, which I don't want to do. So when you do this Edit, Transform, Scale, hold down the Shift key, and then of course make them smaller. I'm going to try this out and see if this is a good size for all my images. And that's the first part of the video. So in the second part I'll show you how to rearrange them and then just save it as a